Hello again, our dear viewers, and now for our second guest for today, and he's very distinguished. Today, innovation no longer depends on a single entity. It requires genuine collaboration between supporting institutions and the private sector in order to transform ideas from simple initiatives into successful, sustainable projects on the ground. In this interview, we highlight a collaborative experience that has delivered positive results. We discuss how such partnerships create real opportunities for entrepreneurs and contribute to supporting startups, especially with the growing role of technology and artificial intelligence with the business world. For that, please, let's welcome Dr. Mohammad Aljeemaz, business coach and consultant. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, and thank you for this invitation. And good morning, Kuwait.
Good morning, Kuwait. And mashallah, you're always distinguished. Where you are, you always have a specific and personal touch that you left.
I'm working hard in this community to help the young entrepreneurs to move faster and harder and more intelligently rather than emotionally.
That's really powerful and very nice to start with. And as you know, today is an innovation. Yes. Ideas are no longer enough by themselves. They need collaboration. Yes. They need partnership. Yes. To make them from a simple idea into becoming in a real life situation.
Technology is moving fast. A single entity cannot work by itself. We're looking for ecosystems. Ecosystem cannot be happened by a single entrepreneurs or single founder. Usually, that's my job. What I'm doing, I'm bridging between the government entity or private sector entities and founders, so they could get the vision, the ideas, what they are looking for. Besides the investors' expertise, the real market environment. That's what I'm doing by giving them a safe environment or safe location that they would test themselves, they test their ideas. Then I would validate their ideas and their businesses.
And that's really beautiful, bridging between the private sector. And that brings me to my question. What is the nature of collaborating between the Kuwait Innovation Center and also the private sector, and why it's important?
It's very important because Kuwait Innovation Center, it's a very nice hub that would help founders or inventors even themselves. They could come in Kuwait Innovation Centers to test their ideas, to test we move the ideas from just a normal idea to a viable or a viable business model that could be jump into the market,
and thrive in the market.
Yes, because an idea by itself, an idea, it's worth nothing.
Exactly.
Until it's being tested by the market. I don't want to a founder go to the market, then will go through tests and trials and wasting time, then it would fail. However, KIC incubator is the best environment to test your ideas and your capability how to get to the market.
That's beautiful. So you can get a real test before even invest in the idea and try.
Let's say it's a simulated test with my expertise, my expertise in the market, my failures, my let's say bad scenarios that I would expose to the founders. I would test their patience, their ability to think. I would ask them how to avoid this kind of scenarios and obstacles. That's the best way to test the founders.
That's really lovely. And from your experience as a coach, as a business coach consultant for entrepreneurs, what is the real impact for these initiatives on the community and the entrepreneurs themselves?
The real impact is to prepare those founders for real market experiences. The challenge is getting higher and higher when we are moving forward with the years, because technology changes. The time we train or to coach a founder, the time is the technology is changing also. So we are moving dynamically with the technology changes. Some of them trying to learn how to get to the market traditionally, while the market is more intelligently moving through the AIs. That's where the hard combination that founder should understand.
Of course, and with new technologies and also development that is happening nowadays, they start creating a gap between the knowledge, a gap between expertise.
Yes.
And there's a lot of gaps. So how can the events, the initiatives can reduce the gap?
We could fill that gap because lecturing by itself would not fill a gap, because it would give a knowledge. It's good to have a knowledge to understand what's going on in the market, but testing the market with an expert, with my expertise or or with the team that I'm working with, it would be a good experience or a good practice for the founder to move on through, to understand the market. You don't want to test yourself in real market rather than simulated market in my environment.
And like as you mentioned, furthermore, like nowadays, like after even having the idea and trying to test it, now come the time for a third party, which is like the investors.
Yes.
And now the investor role is becoming more beyond just like having the fund and supporting. There are like also different roles they can take nowadays.
That's right. Although the founder is looking for a funder for capital, also the investor looking for return on investment. However, the investor now, they are looking through a partnership with the real founder who working through governance, more discipline, more have a good vision, good ideas. That's the investor what looking for. That's what we're trying now to get the founders to think more on not just push initiatives. We are thinking of how to get them to match the investors' vision and ideas and goals, so they could have the same language of the investor. Then the investor with his team and their team with their expertise, they could minimize or manage the risk management for the founder themselves.
And that's like something beautiful that you have mentioned, which is like give them the same vision of the investor themselves. Is that also like coming to the pitch, so it can help them when they're pitching their ideas as well?
Yes, absolutely. Because when you pitch with for the investors, usually you have different language, or you don't know what they are looking for. Usually, investors are looking for a strong, disciplined, and a visionary entrepreneur who would know where he's going, and he's strong. He's willing to move forward with all obstacles coming on in the market. Because investors being in the market know what's the obstacle, what's going on, what's difficulties, and the founder is, he want the fund, he want to go through, he want to test himself, rather than the investor looking for a return of that. So my job is my task to match that language, to match that understanding, to match that level for them, to make it safe communication between the investor and the founder.
That's a great work that you are doing right there. And also, like you, mashallah, specialized in artificial intelligence as well. So how do you see artificial intelligence being utilized in not only like the regular sectors, but also like in food and beverage?
In F&B sector, you know, AI it's not a luxury thing. It's not thing that we use just to have fun. It's a competitive feature. Believe me, who use an AI or you use artificial intelligence in the business in early stage, they could govern their business. They could optimize their pricing, minimize the risk. They could reduce wasting time, wasting effort. It's a competitive advantage. It's not an early complexity for the system itself. It's later on you will save a lot. Who do not use AI in this stage, I think they will lose in later a lot, yes.
And sometimes people could use AI and they could rely on it like even more. Is there like a balance or like equation they should follow? Sometimes like AI could give you ideas, ways to implement and everything, and people
use an AI. Yeah, you don't need to use an AI a lot. You need to use AI smartly, because there is so many AI apps and applications. A lot.
You cannot count.
Thousands, yes. You need to know what you want, which one you want, why you want it, for what. Because the business could, the wrong AIs you use in your business could cause you, you lose your business.
That's very important. How it's important for like the startup to be familiar with the technology and artificial intelligence from early stage?
He need to understand the need. Sometimes technology would cause us to delay, complex our business, then we will miss what's our client requirement. We need to know the certain exact AI or application that will make our clients comfortable. We increase our trust with our clients. Our care is the client that he start getting more comfortable, more trusting, more loyal to us. We do not need to use an AI to lose our clients.
And since we were talking like about the clients, what is one of the most common questions or like maybe common problems they face when they try to start their
In F&B
business?
sector, usually the time they care about how fast you will deliver to me, the pricing. In the AIs, you could do the comparison between the foods, the pricing, the timing, the type of delivery, the packaging. There's so many things the clients or the customers would compare. The AIs would do that comparison for them. They would help them to differentiate which one is the better. But if we have the same food we are delivering, we are competing with each other. I think if I have in my AIs to give a better image, better
Design,
better description, better pricing, better delivery, through my AIs, yeah, I could have advantage over you.
yeah, exactly. And the AIs could also like help with the SEO, like the search engine optimizer.
That's right.
Also like
It
for
would
the
help you
click, the titles.
to know your niche, your sector, how to target those clients, what to say to them, and how you prefer, you would analyze their taste, what they are looking for, what they are dislikes. So at least you could filter your business on their taste.
And get like more funnel clients.
That's right.
As well. That's really
For
amazing.
more paying clients, not just a client that you
Wandering or like curious, huh?
Yes.
Well, they call it like a hot client, right? Like
Hot
how you
client, yes.
take the client from like the cold zone into the hot zone.
That's right.
That's really awesome. And now with these technologies and development that's happening, and also like the care of Kuwait, like for the youth, to make them like enlightened about entrepreneurship, and also like giving like all the different support they have. How do you see the future of entrepreneurship in Kuwait?
I'm cautiously optimistic. Okay, we are moving forward through technology changes with AIs. However, we are moving forward from a big quantity of doing events to a focus on qualities of events, because we're trying to shift those businesses from just not just doing too much events. We are trying to mind shift, the entrepreneurs together to move from a local project to regional project.
Worldwide.
Can be recognized by regional investors. That's what I'm looking for. Most of the founders I deal with, they went to Las Vegas, London, or
they
any
expand
other.
like
They are expand
worldwide.
around the world, and they needed to know how to speak, what to tell, how to expose themselves, how to say what's the best feature of their businesses to get the investors get interested in their businesses.
In the business language.
In the business language, exactly.
That's really awesome, and such a powerful message to conclude with, which is like, don't only focus on the local success, take your ambition, take your goals even worldwide.
Especially when founders sent to Silicon Valley to discuss with investors there, it's
golden opportunity.
Golden opportunity.
Golden opportunity. Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Mohammad Aljeemaz, for being with us, business coach and consultant, and sharing your expertise and giving like really very inspiring examples and stories. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
And now, dear viewers, with that, we have reached the end of our episode for today. I hope you have learned something new, and you're becoming optimistic about the future of entrepreneurship and the future of goal accomplishment here in Kuwait. I wish you all the best in the upcoming year, 2026. Until next time, stay positive, work on your dreams, and stay safe. See you later.